So the breathing is called Ujjai breath or victorious breathing. Technically, it's a breath that is coming from the rib cage. Now, in order to be able to breathe into the rib cage, um, it might need some practicing because it's not a given that that you'll be able to do it straight away. The reason why we want to breathe into the rib cage is because if we do the belly breath, then we are not going to be able to use the muscles of the belly. So we need to really strengthen the belly in order to flow through our vinyasa, to flow through our sun salute. But then, so we breathe in the rib cage. And the reason why we don't want to breathe in the chest so much is simply because the energy is too high in the chest. So people in the army breathe in the chest. It's a really a pumping up of the ego, of the force, of the. It's too much up, and it kind of relates to stressful breathing. So this is why we breathe into the chest, into the rib cage. So come lie down with me. And then place your hands on your belly to start with. This is just to make you aware of the three places where we can breathe. So, first of all, if you have your hands on your belly, close your eyes. On an inhale, let the belly rise up. And on an exhale, belly is going down. Inhale, let the belly rise up. Exhale, belly is going down. And inhale, belly rises. And exhale, belly goes down. So that's the belly breath. Then we're going to go to the rib cage. Place your hands on your rib cage. Not too much on top, but mostly on the side because it's easier to feel them from there. And then on an inhale, push the rib cage out. And then on an exhale, pull the navel in and feel that the rib cage automatically will implode. So on an inhale, rib cage goes out. And exhale, automatically the rib cage goes in. Two more. Inhale. Close your eyes. Really feel the skin of your hands on the skin of your rib cage, and then see if you can mentally push the hands out and away from you. Exhale, pulling the navel in, and inhale, push the hands away, pushing the rib cage out, and exhale in. Now, what might help if you practice this is imagine the inside as a cylinder, and the diaphragm is going down as you inhale to create space, to inhale more space, and the diaphragm is going up as you're exhaling to push the air out. So if you don't know what the diaphragm is, look it up in a book. So it's like if you have like a can of beer, Coca-Cola, whatever, a can, and the underneath of the can is like that. Yeah, you can see that as your diaphragm. Now as you're breathing in, the underneath of the can is going down in order to fill up the space with air. And as you breathe out, it's going up. So this visual might help you with enhancing the space as you go in, enhancing the space out, ribcage out. Two more. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Now, about the sound. Victoria's breath is heard. You can hear yourself breathing. So when you like want to moisture a glass on your exhale, it sounds like this. When you want to inhale with your mouth open, it sounds like this. Now, the sound of Ujjayi breath is exactly the same, only you have your mouth closed. So, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. So notice that my chest is not lifting, my chest is not moving, which it will in the beginning for you. It's normal. In the beginning, you're not going to be able to separate the three dimensions of the breathing, but with time, it will come. So notice, really be sharp, be alert, because in the beginning, I see everybody just lifting their chest, and you really want to catch yourself and be very critical about what is moving inside your body. So make sure that as you are breathing into your rib cage, the chest is not moving. And then, of course, we have the chest breath, lying down, inhaling, exhaling. Couple more. You'll notice that it's easy because that's our habit. It's the habit to breathe into the chest, and it's also not such a good habit because it's the most up in the body that we can breathe, and automatically it will enhance the traffic in the mind a lot. So the more far away we breathe, the more far away from the mind, from the brain, the slower the thought forms will go. Chest breathing, I don't even need to explain, right? Everybody's chest is moving when they're breathing, and it's simply a sign of pressure and stress. Okay, so this is your Ujjayi breathing is into the rib cage. So now you've got you know how the sound is created, you know where the spot is, and I leave it up to you to practice it in your own time. It's a good practice to do before you go to bed because being occupied with your breath before sleeping is a very good way to fall asleep.